What's good, fight fans? This is Ashley's Corner. Shout out to the LDBC. Ah, today is the day of the fight, and it's about to go down. Oh my goodness! Everybody been highly anticipating this fight. I know I have, and I can't wait for tonight. But it's a couple of things I wanted to say about the fight. I wanted to give my prediction all over again. And but I'm gonna start with something that Virgil Hunter said. Um, he said that the fact that the fighters have their hair out is going every time they get hit is going to make it look like they got rocked. And he has a good point. I didn't think about that. And I'm more than sure that Shawn Porter's gonna have some type of cornrows or twist in his hair. But Earl Spence is gonna keep that dry fade. I know he is. And like he says, when his hair fills up with sweat, a push can make a bunch of sweat come out of his head. A nudge. But when he gets hit, it's gonna look like Earl Spence got rocked. Yeah, I'm telling you that. He's right about that. And I just wanted to say something about it. And I heard that Jack Reese is going to be the referee for this fight. I look at that as a good thing. I see it as a good thing. Yes, he did what he did, but he looks at himself as, being one of the best refs. He holds himself in high regard. And out of the fights that I did watch him ref, he doesn't let shit slide. So hopefully he's going to watch all the rabbit punches, low blows, and hopefully all the horns and hooves that comes from Shawn Porter, all the elbows and head, forehead attacks from Shawn Porter. Hopefully he puts a hold on both fighters and makes sure this is a clean fight. So I'm good with that. And if Earl really stops Shawn, bruh, under Jack Reef's eyes, so you can't really say much about it. I look at it as it's guaranteeing an action-packed, clean fight. Um, and when Earl Spence was talking in the last press conference, I believe some people got it mixed up. Maybe I do. I don't know. But what I heard is Earl Spence said that he has no nutritionist. I knew that. I've been knew that, and that's what he's talking about. Period. He has none for his whole professional career. He has no nutritionist. He does that by himself as far as make weight and keep his weight down. What he said was he did no strength and training for Mikey Garcia, but he did some for this fight. That's what he's saying. He did not say he didn't do any strength and strength conditioning for this fight. He know he was under camera when he was doing them workouts and the guy was helping him work out. He knows that. I believe he posted some pictures of it on his own Instagram account. I don't believe he was lying about that. I believe he was speaking about Mikey Garcia, but he did say he did some. He did some for this fight. So I don't know where the mix up is going, but that's what I heard. He indefinitely don't have no nutritionist, but he did some for this fight as far as a strength and conditioning coach. Now, during the fight, I see Shawn Porter would be bending down a lot. Okay. He's going to be bending down a lot. He's going to be coming up with his head every time Errol Spence throws a punch through the entire fight. Every time he throws a jab, he's going to bend down, take a step forward, and come up. That's hoping that his head hits Errol Spence in the jaw or the face. That's how he did, Danny Garcia. That's how he tried to do Keith Thurman. That's how he did Andre Berto. That's how he does everybody. He bends down, he takes a step forward, and he comes back up. It don't look like it's on purpose, but if you time it right, you definitely can get that shit down to really hurt somebody on purpose. And it's safe for him because, your chin or mouth is hitting the top corner of his forehead or his cornrows or some shit. Shawn Porter's punch selection. I think it will be wide, WID, wide, not wild, but wide swings with his head down over his head, meaning throwing overhand rights and overhand lefts with his, basically with his forehead down. Like if you were to throw a jab and it would be too high, your glove would probably land on the top of his head type shit. You understand? That type of overhand rights and lefts I see from Shawn Porter. I see when he gets on the inside, he's going to try to work the body. And I see him trying to throw punches during the clinch. That's where most of his rabbit punching is probably going to come into play. Even though Errol Spence don't hold, he don't clinch. He kind of pulls away and pushes away when people do that to him. Doesn't mean it's not going to. He's not going to try to. That Shawn's not going to try to put him in a clinch and throw those types of punches. So I definitely see that being a possibility. I don't see Shawn using his jab. Not at all. I see him coming in as a bull in the china shop, continuously every round until he gets caught. He gets caught and gets caught again. I believe he's going to do that. Errol Spence is going to have to break his will. He's going to have to wear Shawn Porter down with accurate body shots and good looks, good angles, and just clean shots. I believe Shawn Porter acts on a lot of will, and he doesn't have a lot of patience. And that's what's going to get him in trouble in this fight. But I believe that Errol Spence can and will break Shawn Porter's confidence to get on the inside and work Errol the way he wants to, in the way Kenny tells him to work him every round. I believe if he doesn't let him do what, or if Shawn Porter can't do what he's told to do by his corner or what he wants, he's by the fifth or sixth round comes, it's going to be all out the window. He's really not going to know what to do or have any more tricks up his sleeve. To me, Shawn Porter has one real style, and when he gets hurt, everybody goes back to they're going to go back to their style. This one training camp isn't going to change the way Shawn Porter fights. Shawn Porter is going to come forward the entire time. I don't believe he's going to sit there and try to box Errol Spence at any point during any rounds. 4 round. If he does do it, he's going to try to do it for like 10 seconds. Just to try to switch it up and confuse Errol and then jump back in. None of that shit's going to work though. I see Errol Spence hurting Shawn Porter. He's going to hurt him because Shawn Porter's defense is lacking majorly. And when you fight Errol Spence, it's a major key for you to have good defense. And he don't have that. And he's going to be looking to get back. And like if it goes, you see how when Mikey Garcia and Errol Spence was fighting, it seems like Mikey Garcia was content with having 7 connected punches for a round. He did it consecutively. 7 punches, 4 punches. That's not Shawn Porter's MO. Let Shawn Porter go the first 2 rounds and he only landed 7 shots for both of the rounds each. Bruh, everything's going out the window. He's going for broke. That's what's going to get him hurt. Because Errol Spence throws a lot of punches and they're accurate. He throws accurate punches. Shawn Porter might throw a lot of punches, but he misses 80% of them. Close to 80% he misses. Errol Spence's accuracy is a lot better than that. And this ain't a Kell Brook fight where he didn't have a fight for 8 months. He's ready for this fight. He's on point. I seen his pad work and his training. The man is sharp. All right. And when Shawn Porter dip left and the right and trying to get his feet together to move to the left and move to the left and move to the left, he's going to be getting caught the entire time. Earl is going to be throwing punches. It really seems like it seems like Shawn Porter knows that he has a very small chance of winning this fight against Errol Spence Jr. And I think that he just want to prove that Errol Spence isn't a piece of iron. Like he wants to prove to the people that, Errol Spence can be beat. He knows he is not going to do it. He's not good enough to do it. He doesn't have enough skills to do it. But he wants to do exactly what he said and cut Errol Spence. He wants to make that man bleed. He wants to, bubble him up. He wants to make Errol Spence look bad, at least in one round. That's what he wants. He wants to visibly hurt Errol Spence where everybody that's watching the fight at home and everybody that's in the building sees that Errol just got hurt. That's what he wants. And he will be happy with just that. Just like Mikey Garcia was happy with just surviving, like Fury is happy with getting up after getting knocked the fuck out. He's going to be happy. Shawn a dork. Never been a sport. It's like no, but seriously, I believe Shawn will be happy with just that. I did my thing though. I did that. He said just like after he fought Keith Thurman, he kept saying, "Oh well, but I punched you to the body. You had to turn on and run." Yeah, but what happened through the whole fight, every round? You was getting touched. Shawn was getting touched by Kenny. All right, in my opinion, that was a clearly won fight by Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman beat you, Shawn. And I see there's no rematch clause in this fight. That's what Fred just said. Barbershop conversation. You know, the only person only person Shawn want to rematch is Keith Thurman. He don't want to rematch nobody. Not Cal Brook to get his title back. Not Errol Spence. Shit, he probably don't even want to rematch Danny Garcia. But the last thing I wanted to say is Errol has no history with Mikey Garcia. He had no history with that man before he fought. He had no love lost. There was no hate towards Mikey Garcia before they fought. Now, Shawn Porter, on the other hand, Errol has been in camps with Shawn. Okay, I seen Shawn Porter in the background of pictures with Spence. And I done seen Errol Spence in the background of pictures with Shawn Porter and whoever. You can see him in the background training or whatever, or looking at the camera, or looking around. He's been around Shawn Porter quite a bit. All right. And I'm talking about when Errol has been pro, he's been around Shawn Porter quite a bit. All right. I see EJ in the back of these pics. I see him in the gym. I see him in the same building. They be around each other. There's history there. Okay. They have history, and that history is being told now. It's coming out from Shawn Porter, mostly from Kenny Porter. It's coming out. That history is being told now, but they're mostly lies. They're lies now. You know, Spence knows the truth. Derek James knows the truth. And Shawn and Kenny is just putting a twist on the truth. I feel Spence has a real disdain for Shawn Porter right now. He might have didn't like Shawn for small itty bitty petty shit back in the day or whenever, but he got money, he got a family, got his own shit, grown men tend to let shit go, after a period of time. But this right here, this is fresh. This is a fight that's being made, and this shit is personal. In my opinion, this shit is personal. And he has a real disdain for Shawn Porter and his dad, is what I'm saying. His dad is annoying the shit out of Spence. I can tell. Now, Spence ain't the person that really talks a lot of shit in the build-up for a fight. If you go back and look at all of his fights, he simply answers questions to his best ability, as honest as he can. People say, are you going to stop there? Are you going to hurt this person? Most definitely. You going to knock this person out? Most definitely. He didn't say that for the Mikey Garcia fight. He's saying he's going to knock out Shawn Porter. I believe him. I see what's going on. I hear what's going on. I feel the energy. And I believe him. From both teams, I believe Errol Spence Jr. is going to stop Shawn Porter in less than 10 rounds. I don't believe this fight is going to distance. If it does, I have Errol Spence winning this fight. I don't see nobody saying that this is a robbery when Errol Spence's name gets called at the end of this fight. So hopefully everybody have their food, they drink, whatever you're doing. Get that shit now. Get it ready for the fight. And watch the whole undercard. Everything is fire. All right. I don't believe nobody's going to disappoint tonight. Every fighter made weight on the dot yesterday. So we're going to have a great undercard. We're going to have a great pay-per-view. And hopefully this will be one for the times. This will be one for the books. And like Errol said, it will be a classic fight. Always like and subscribe to the channel. Who do y'all got for this fight? Because for me, it's already been strap season for the last 2.5 years. Spence all day. Man down. Peace.